do relationship reading as well. If you'd like a personal or private reading from me, and I do an amazing soulmate reading, you can contact me via the link in the description box below. I will add that once the video has been uploaded. So let's take a look what the next 2 weeks has in store for Leo, right? What is the story that's going to play out for you guys? As you can see, I'm dressed like a polar bear. It is extremely cold here in South Africa where I'm living at the moment. And we don't have this kind of weather, so we are not prepared for it. Our houses are not built for it. We had to dig out clothes that were stored away because it just does not get this cold here. But the weather is very strange this year. Okay, so first up for Leo is Into the Unknown. This is coming up for everybody at the moment as well, in personal readings too. So we are stepping onto a path where we don't know what's lying ahead. We feel blindfolded. We don't have the knowledge, we don't have the experience, whatever it may be. Nonetheless, this card is saying we are going to be stepping onto this path. So we need to have trust, we need to have faith, we need to meditate or pray or whatever it is that you do so that we can remain centered and focused and have clarity, okay? Trust and faith depend on that, and we're going to need that on the road ahead because it's unknown, simply, okay? So it makes us a little nervous, and makes us a little reticent, and maybe brings out feelings in us that are not comfortable. But we need to know that we need to trust and have faith, and the way you do that is to meditate or pray or whatever it is, even if it's go sit on a park bench somewhere and listen to the birds singing. Whatever centers and focuses you and gives you clarity, that will help. Wide open. I'm not surprised this card came up next. So we have to be receptive to what is coming next. We have to be less, I think, trying to make judgments or decisions or put things in boxes. You're not going to fit in those boxes anymore. We need to be open to what is coming next. We need to be receptive, very receptive as to what is coming next, all right? Because we'll be given pointers, we'll be given indications. You see a butterfly in there? Butterfly is a change for the better and its transformation. Okay, next card up, details, details. In other words, little things will be showing us the way. Little things will be giving us the indications. Little things will be the signs, symbols, and signals for us. Pay attention to the little things. Okay, that is what is going to help us navigate this new into the unknown road that we are taking. The next thing is storm fields. In other words, there is stuff around in the next 2 weeks that is going to be clearing the debris from our lives. We might possibly already be in the midst of this. What it is doing is exactly that. We may not enjoy this. In fact, for a lot of people, you're already going through circumstances that you may not be enjoying, but it is clearing the way. And yes, by choice, one would not choose this, but this is now how it is happening. Okay, but let's see what's coming next. Yeah, and you feel perhaps unsupported. You feel perhaps as if you've been going through a period where nurturing and sustenance are not happening for you, okay? And that feeling may be clinging around a little bit still in the next 2 weeks. But isn't it interesting that the wishing well is the card that I chose for the picture for this video, and here it comes as your final card. However, a major wish is about to be granted for you. So on the other side of all of this, and this is within the next 2 weeks space, a major wish will be granted. So perhaps all this that is happening is clearing the path for that wish to be granted, whatever it may be. And it's possibly something you forgot about or something you've been wishing for quite a while now, one of the two. Okay, so the story has a very nice ending, doesn't it? Okay, now let's have a look at your relationship cards for the next 2 weeks. So I'd say grin and bear it is probably not always the best thing to say. For some of you, that can apply. For others of you, stay open, stay receptive, do what you can to remain calm and centered. Ride this little bit of storm because a huge wish is about to be granted on the other side of it. Okay, right, relationships, children. This is also coming up a lot at the moment. I think the main message here is about, once again, remaining open and innocent and receptive. That's something that children are, except when they're hungry. Me too. When I'm hungry, I'm not open and receptive. I want food. Okay, so let's see. Finances and career is what is playing the major role in your life at the moment. I will also sometimes say it is within the work sector that you might meet someone new if you're looking for someone new. Otherwise, it's the practical aspects of life that are actually your focus at the moment. Why does that come up? Because that means that where your focus is where the manifestations are taking place, right? So if a relationship is flagging a little bit, you may need to make the effort because your focus has been elsewhere. So that's where your energy is. So that's where the manifestation is. So if the relationship needs a little bit of effort and you feel like it's not meeting up or it's flagging or whatever, you may need to make that little bit of effort to sort of refocus and put some attention on the relationship. In a new relationship, you may meet somebody new within the working sector. I know that a lot of offices do not allow or do not encourage relationships within the offices for good reasons. You break up and then things are bad. But it could be within the working environment or within the environment where you earn your keep or you're dealing with business issues that you meet somebody that has potential. You may be the one that has to make the first move, okay? Right, and a jumpy card. This could be the one. So you may need to make the first move on somebody that could prove to be the one, okay? If you're in an existing relationship and you are watching this, quite likely the person that you're with, that you may feel things have been flagging a little, if that is your story, they are the one. And you may just need to make a little bit of effort to put a bit of energy, good, positive, focused energy into the relationship that will remind you that this relationship is the one. Right, so that's a positive reading, a good reading, a constructive, creative reading with lots of potential. Right, Leos, I do hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for those of you that watch, listen, like, subscribed, and comment. I really read every single comment. You will see that I do. Thank you. And I'll just remind you once again, if you'd like a reading from me, that link will be in the description box below in a moment. Wishing you lots of love and hugs for the rest of the month. We'll speak again soon.